Operation Broken Fang has brought a ton of new investment opportunities to the game. I briefly covered most of the options in my last video, but today I want to go a bit more in depth and cover all the long-term options for investing in Operation Broken Fang, and exactly when to get in on all of them. But just before the video starts, I just want to say that 91% of my watch time comes from people that are not subscribed to the channel, so if you guys are enjoying spending that much time watching my videos and clearly stick around to enjoy them, definitely be sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on future investing advice, and of course help me get to 20k, I would really appreciate it. But for now, let's get right into the video. The first thing I want to go over is the Broken Fang cases again. People had a lot of questions when I went over these in the last video, and I just want to clear a few things up. First of all, it kinda looks like I overestimated how many people would be spending their stars on the case. It looks like right after the second week of missions started, there was of course a dip in price right away, which makes sense, but in pretty much a day, the price completely recovered to 98 cents again, which was the exact same price previous to week 2 beginning. So what does this mean for long-term investing? Well, if people are so interested in buying and opening the case on the Steam market throughout the operation, and the price around $1 is sustained throughout the entire time, putting all your stars in the cases and just holding the cases for as long as you want may end up being the actual better choice. As I've mentioned before, like Shattered Web, this case will be exclusive to the operation. So once the operation ends, this case is impossible to get consistently anymore, and it might be part of the extremely rare drop pool with something like the Bravo case, but the drop rate for something like that is so unbelievably low that you might as well consider it not being dropped anymore at all. So what might the price look like in the future? Well, I for one don't necessarily want to compare it to the Shattered Web case, which currently tanked back to $1 because of the release of the new operation, which in all honesty doesn't really make any sense. The Shattered Web or any case shouldn't really be tanking in price based off a new operation release, but I guess it's just because people want to cash out to buy the operation pass. So I'll tell you guys what will drive the price for the Operation Broken Fang case in the future, but I can't give an exact price of where it's going to be at in a month or a few months. You really can't tell. Things that can tank the price of the Operation Broken Fang case in the long term temporarily can be things like the Steam Summer Sale or any Steam sale, the Major, where everybody is going to want to buy the Major Viewing Pass, and of course a new operation. In all of these cases, people are going to want to sell their cases for Steam wallet funds to buy something else. So don't panic sell if you want to just hold on for the long term and make as much money as possible, because something like this is going to happen. The cases are going to fluctuate a bit. Of course, the case should recover, and all you really need to know is that the longer you hold on, the more people are going to unbox these cases and the less there will be in the supply. If you're patient with things like this, they are going to rise in the long term, but unfortunately, I can't give an exact timestamp on exact trends or how much it's going to spike up over X period of time. So let's now talk about some other investing options. The actual pass for the operation is something that always feels like it's been a safe investment, and I got a lot of questions about this as well. Based on the Operation Shattered Web Pass, investing towards the final weeks of the operation or when the pass goes half off seems to be the best option. Pretty much within 2 months of Operation Shattered Web ending, this thing tripled in price. Now, I can't guarantee the same drastic spike this time around, but it's definitely a good investment option and something to look at. If you check some of the other operation passes, you'll see that they're doing really well too, at least compared to when you could buy them at half off. Just a slight disclaimer though, these things are incredibly difficult to sell. There's not many people out there that just wake up and think, hey, I'm gonna buy a random operation pass. So just keep that in mind if you're gonna be buying them in bulk. It might take a while to sell something like this if you're buying a lot, so just be aware of that. And now, just to quickly touch on stickers, I said pretty much everything in the last video on them, so I don't want to repeat too much of it, but they're a similar scenario to Broken Fang cases in the aspect that they're really limited. They're consumable, and something like the Battle-Scarred Holo or any of the Holo or foil stickers seem to be really sought after, especially the Battle-Scarred Holo, which I would heavily recommend keeping your eye on. but I would also recommend waiting till a bit later in the operation to invest in stickers, as it is only the second week, so there's not too many in circulation, but keep your eyes out on that. Stickers are definitely a good option to get and hold onto. So finally, let's talk about the actual higher tier skins in the collections and how exactly they rank at an investing standpoint. Zypo, who is probably the biggest CSGO trader, had a great point. 1 week into the operation, there is 1,000 op fades in existence. There are 1,200 factory new Gungnir's in existence. So at this rate, if people continue to pursue the control collection, there will be 12,000 op fades. Now, the Gungnir is currently sitting at 4.3k, while the op fade I believe is around 2,000 now, or at least that on the Steam market. So a couple of things I want to touch on. First of all, there's no way the op fade price is sustainable. The control collection especially is overpriced right now, and the price is just not sustainable for some of the higher tier items. But at the same time, the majority of people are going to be buying stars in the first week, and it may very well fall off as time goes on. But at the same token, the price isn't sustainable at all. There may not be 12,000 op fades in the future because people buy less stars, but the current price is just way too high. So if you're going to be investing, hold off a bit. But once again, we're only 2 weeks into the operation and there's still many stars to be bought. So if you're going to invest in any of the higher tier skins from this operation, please just hold off for them to drop in price. Considering these skins are so expensive, I recommend buying them off something like BitSkins, SkinBaron, Buff, or any real money marketplace for a much cheaper price, and you can sell them for real money on there as well. My personal preference is SkinBaron, and I'm also partnered with them, so check the link at the top of the description if you do want to invest in skins through there. But yeah, just keep in mind that as people buy more stars, the price of the higher tier skins and any operation skins are going to fall off, and if the operation collections aren't reused in the future, which they weren't for Shattered Web, so just by precedent you can assume they're not going to be used again, you can make some really good money with these skins. And while you're making money from your investments, ideally you'll also get some cool play skins to use. But besides that, I think that does cover all the long-term investments for Operation Broken Fang. So if you guys enjoy and want to see more investment videos, definitely be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Helping me get to 20k subscribers would be greatly appreciated. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching. And besides that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.